Good evening, Delaware. Good evening, Democrats. We got a whole team coming up. We got the Carney family coming. It takes a little while to get us in place. What a great day for Democrats across our state, huh? I've been from Lord Baltimore's elementary school in Ocean View. Oh, here comes Dad, 87 years old and still campaigning out there. Give a hand to Dad. Still campaigning. There we go. There we go. We're almost all here. And we even have brothers and sisters that aren't even in town tonight. First, I want to thank the people of Delaware for once again placing their trust in me to do their work in Washington. Thank you. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously, and I will work hard every day to earn it. But tonight, I want to thank a lot of people. As you all know, political campaigns are not about individuals. It's about a team. And I have just the greatest team, and we as Delaware Democrats have an incredible, just an incredible team. And it was a real team effort. From the top, from President Obama and Vice President Biden to Senator Carper, myself, Governor Markell, Lieutenant Governor Den, Insurance Commissioner, and all the way down the ticket. But it was all of you who made that happen. Right from the top, I want to recognize the OFA people. Do we have any OFA people here in the House? Obama for America. These people, this organization that the President and Vice President put in place 4 years ago have been working for the last 4 years, day in and day out. I've seen them day in and day out, and over the last several days, legions of them have come in to make phone calls, to reach out to voters, to knock doors. It's just incredible. And all the rest of the folks that were part of that effort, thank you. Thank you very much for that. I know the President appreciates it, the Vice President, and all the rest of us. But I do want to take one moment, if I may, if you would indulge me, to introduce my own personal team. As you know, to run for office, it takes the support of a strong, supportive family. And in particular, I'd like to have all of you recognize, and I would like to thank my wife, Tracy. Come here, Tracy. And my two sons, Sam and Jimmy. Come here, Sam and Jim. Sam and Jim, they play high school football. And for those of you who know me know I'm a bit of a fan of high school football. They don't know this because I haven't told them yet, but they gave me so much pleasure this past fall. For 2 or 3 hours each weekend, I had the opportunity to go out there and watch them play. And I want to tell you, it was the greatest thing ever. It's more stressful, I got to tell you, than playing yourself. You live and die on every single play. But it gave me the break that I needed. And without doing anything except being themselves, they've supported me and enabled me to do this job and to campaign on your behalf. And Tracy, of course, is the rock who keeps the whole family together. Trace, thank you so much. When folks first asked me to run back in 2000 if I was interested in running for office, I said, well, you know, I come from a very big family with 8 brothers and sisters. If I could keep my family together and on my team, we had a chance. And they have stuck with me, and I would like my mother and father, Ann and Jack Carney, and my brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews to step forward. Come on forward. Give them a hand, a round of applause. Ann and Jack were making phone calls up to the bitter end. 87 years old, and we just won't say how old my mother is, let's just say. But they're still going strong. 29 and still going. Thank you so much for that. I also want to thank our campaign team, James Allen, our campaign manager. Where's James? Hope Cochran, our finance director, Hope Cochran. Eli Turkel. And we got some special help from our Washington office and Sheila Grant. Where's Sheila? Step forward. And then we had 3 super interns, Joe, Ian, and Jeff. Put your hands together for Joe, Ian, and Jeff. And our super volunteers, Elizabeth Conley and Mary Williams. Give it up for Mary Williams. And so many more. I want to congratulate Senator Carper. I had to live through a lot of what he lived through during this campaign. It just wasn't right. And I want to thank the people of Delaware for once again putting their trust in a great leader, a mentor of mine, and a good friend, our senior Senator Tom Carper. I'd also like to congratulate our Governor Jack Markell and Lieutenant Governor Matt Dehn. It's never easy to be governor, but it's very difficult, extraordinarily difficult when times are tough. And Governor Markell has done an outstanding job over the last 4 years, and we are so lucky to have him and our Lieutenant Governor leading us for the next 4 years. Put it together, put your hands together again for them. And I suspect that many of you don't know some of the young candidates, and I'd like to mention 3 outstanding young women candidates that were out there. It's not clear which of them are going to win and which of them are going to lose tonight, but they're all winners in my book. And that's Kim Williams, who I believe is going to win a state house seat up here in Newcastle County. Nicole Poore, who's a tremendous young candidate for Senate in the Newcastle area. And Katie Cook, who came in at the last minute in Sussex County and really did a tremendous job. This is a great job for a great sign for the future of our party and the future of our state. The race for president can't be more important than it is this year. And I know, maybe more or better than most, because I go to work most days in that U.S. House of Representatives where the Tea Party Republicans really control the chamber. And I know what they want to do for the country. They talk a lot about they want to take their country back. Well, we know what that means. The president and all of us, we want to take our country forward, and we will take our country forward. You know, as I traveled running for office, and those of you who are candidates know this, running for office is really a great privilege and a special thing. You hear from people their hopes and aspirations for our state and for our country, and really, they're not asking much. They're not asking much of their federal officials. They just want us to do our job. They want us to go to Washington and get things done. If I heard that once, I heard it 1,000 times. They want us to think about the next generation over the next election. They want us to put our country ahead of ourselves. And I'm fond of telling everybody that will listen about the experience I've had with men and women in our military. And in particular, those who are wounded have been wounded in Afghanistan and Iraq. Oftentimes, they're brought to us to the door of the chambers of the House of Representatives as we go in to vote. And invariably, these young men, 25, 26, or so years old are there and they've lost a leg, or maybe 2 legs, arms and legs. And they thank us as we go into the chamber. And all I can think of when I see these young men is the tremendous sacrifices that they've made for our country. The least that we can do, please, the least that we could do is put the country ahead of ourselves as we go in to vote and to do the work that all of you would have us do. I try to take that inspiration every single day with me when I go to the Capitol, to do what you would have me do, to do what we need to do so that Americans can realize their greatest and hopes and aspirations for themselves, their families, and for our great country. We have a great country here in the United States of America, but we have to work together to get the things done that are necessary. I promise you, every single one, that I will go to Washington with that in mind over the next 2 years. Thank you very, very much for your trust. Thank you very much for your vote this night. Have a great night. Enjoy this celebration. Let's go, President. President Obama and Vice President Biden. God bless you. God bless America.